Hi, I'm Scott, and today I'm going to show you how to change an airbag on the back of a sleeper. Okay, first things are first. You got to crawl underneath the truck. If you've got the skirting on here like I do, and a spare tire rack. Now, I've got the airline pinched off. I went ahead and took it off. And right up here is where the airline actually goes. Now, you see those little clips right there? Those are little locks. First things are first. I took the airline off and pinched it. Now you want to do that because you're going to start the truck up after you do this, which I've already done. Build up air pressure, and your second airbag is going to lift up the sleeper. So after that gets aired up, you're going to come over and then you're going to start on this airbag. Now, this right here is a clip, and that right there, you got push these little tabs in, and that's what actually holds the bottom of the airbag in. So, let me show you the top view of it. That way you can get a better understanding of the way it looks. Okay, this is the way that the airbag actually looks underneath. This is the bottom, this is the top. Now, I told you that you need to air up that other airbag. Well, that's going to give you room to put a bottle jack on the frame and the bottom of the sleeper to lift it up the rest of the way. And I don't know if you can see this dirt line or not, but it starts right about there. With the jack, I raised it on up that far. Now this will give you room to actually get in and pull the airbag. The next thing is those little tabs I was telling you about. You take a channel lock, you go in here, and you can see the airbag moving. Now I've got those pressed in, and the airbag should just come out from the bottom. Now this is a framing bar here. Just meant to pull out little nails and stuff like that. I prefer this because it's very thin. So anyways, you take this up underneath and you just simply pull down place. And then the bottom or the top just pulls out. Okay, this is the new airbag. Now, you saw how easy it was for me to take the old one out. Most generally, the new airbags are not as fun to put back in. This is going to be really fun to put back in, but we're going to put the top in first, which is always the easy part. And okay, there's the bottom. Now you want to make sure you get this airbag lined up really good, because we're going to have to put air to it to send the lock, which is the thing with the little tabs on the other side, through that hole. Okay, as you see, I've got everything lined up, so once I hook the airline back up to it, I will gradually add some air. And as the airbag airs up, it'll push that tab through the hole and automatically lock. Okay, I've got the airline hooked up and everything is lined up, if you can see there. So now what I'm going to do is, where I've got the jack, I'm going to crawl over here where I can actually sit, and I will slowly release the jack. And what's going to happen is, as the jack goes down slowly, this valve will sense that the cab is coming down. Right now the valve is turned off because the cab is all the way extended up, and it's telling the airbags that it does not need any air. As I lower the cab, the valve will activate. pushing air into the airbag. I've got a pair of vice grips onto the jack, and the reason being is I want to be able to use this vice grips as a lever. Otherwise, I've got to use that tube. I want to be able to lower this jack extremely slow, and this is going to allow me to do that. So let's watch this air up, and hopefully everything goes right the first time. If not, I guess I'll be repeating the process. Okay, the jack is slowly going down. If you can hear that ticking sound. When we start to hear air, that's when we're going to back the jack off, because we want this to air up slowly. Okay, there it goes. Now I'm going to back the jack off. Okay, now I'm going to go underneath and make sure that the part that locks in place is going through the hole. Okay, I'm on the bottom side and everything has went in place. So this went absolutely perfect. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and release the rest of the pressure slowly. And this right here will allow me to get the jack out. Okay, what's happening is the valve is opening up and it's allowing air to go into the airbag. And as you see, the airbag is now functioning and lifting up the cab of the truck. So I'll allow a little bit more air. Okay. All the tension is off. So all I gotta do now is just pull this jack out. Okay, I'm at the back of my pickup truck now. And by the way, I am at a little truck stop where I normally park my truck at. So you don't have to have anything special, but I thought I'd come down here because it's on asphalt. Anyways, the tools that I used is a 120-ton hydraulic bottle jack, flathead screwdriver, one pair of channel locks, one pair of vice grips, a pry bar that's actually designed to use with framing, with nails and whatever, and a rag. Then you got the flashlight. The rag is important because you want to actually put this on the top of the frame where you're actually going to put the jack. The frame rails can be shaped in different ways, and they can be curved, they can be flat, whatever. They can be painted, they can have debris on them. The rag is going to be set on there, so when you're actually lifting the jack, it'll have something to grip onto. It won't slide out from under you. Now, here's the airbag, and the reason why it actually failed is over a period of time, I don't know if you can see that, you see those little cracks? What it is, it's dry rotted. So you'll end up with pinholes where it actually dry rots, and that's where the air leaks. Now here's what the bottom looks like, and there's the little tabs that you saw me push in with the channel locks. Now here is the way the top is. Pretty much the same setup. Most of the time the top will just pull straight out. If, for example, it doesn't, just take a pair of channel locks and release those little tabs and they'll pop right out. Now, as for the screwdriver, what I did there is where the airline actually goes into this hole, I just took the screwdriver down the side of the airline right here, and then this pushes in a little bit, and that releases your airline. When you go to put the airline back in, you're just going to simply push it into place as far as you can, and that's that. This is Scott with Starkey Family Fixing and Rigging Up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Thank you.